So this week's episode of The Walking Dead was Rogue Element. We got a mission called The Interview to go along with it. Let's see what that brings us. Let's see what's involved. So we got Mercer, we've got the Watcher for some reason. I'm guessing that this is going to go with that scene where he slays a bunch of walkers. Because you got to have an action sequence. Oh yeah, look, there's the wrecked car. There's the guy being threatened, not wearing a Commonwealth armor outfit. I guess they haven't done a graphic for that. Okay, let's do that. And we've got Mercer. And again, what is interesting, just like the last episode mission, is that we have got them equipped differently from how they would normally be. Mercer is an assault character. In this instance, he's a scout character. So I'm wondering if all of his traits and skills are still going to be the same. He's just armed with something different. And this is so interesting because I wonder if perhaps this is something that they could do to enliven the variety in the game. Pardon me, elsewhere, is to take the characters and give them like an alternate kind of class. Makes sense. They've all run around stabbing walkers in the head before, so they could all be scouts or, warriors or bruiser. I mean, there's, it's an interesting theory, but we shall see. We're also using, from the looks of it, the new unique weapon, Mercer's axe. Kind of makes sense. Lovely looking weapon, definitely. Okay, so this is fairly straightforward. Go around just killing the zombies. A tank appears at one point. I don't think there's an awful lot more to say about this mission. You've seen how it plays out. Let's see what it's like on the harder difficulty setting. I'm guessing this is going to be a solo mission when you can select who you use. So, no leader trait. So it says on there, no leader trait. Yes, that's interesting, but you can't see everything else he's got. So excuse me just 1 second. Sorry there, one of the cats was mewling and crying to go out. So let's do this one again. Don't forget you got the Watcher, by the way, if you do struggle on this. We'll see how difficult it is, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, so the episode was Rogue Element. Got my little notes here, so let's just dive straight into it. Lovely opening scene. Can't remember, Josh McDermott? Is that his name? The actor who plays Eugene is very, very good. Oh, I should have used my... Well, that was silly. Got way too cocky with that, didn't I? Let's try that again. Okay, so the actor who plays Eugene is a very talented actor, and he and the lass in the scene have wonderful chemistry, and it was just a nice scene, I thought. And then Eugene goes out in the t-shirt that he sleeps in. Come on, dude, have some standards. Misused the axe there. I should have aimed for the one to the left, because then I would have got 2 attacks. So maybe that's worth bearing in mind. Let's use this on him. Okay, it's interesting seeing a fully functioning like it was before Community, and I kind of like it. I think it kind of makes sense. You probably would have something like that in the future of this, of this setting, the Walking Dead world. It's like somebody would have got their act together and got something that's, functional, productive. So I do kind of like the Commonwealth. The episode was directed by Michael Cudlitz. That's Abraham. Kind of an interesting fact. The Mercer Mobile is fantastic. Did you see that awesome black, fully armored, sort of 4x4 thing that he drives around in? Wow. Mercer, definitely a cool character. Great head chop kill in the scene, which obviously has inspired this mission. And then not much else to sort of say, but yeah, I've got another note here. Great performance by Eugene. My big takeaway from the episode, though, and might be a bit of a hot take, I don't know if you agree with me, the bad guys are kind of right. So Eugene stood on that stairwell, crying and arguing and frankly feeling very sorry for himself, which I didn't find massively endearing. And the leader of the Commonwealth is saying, hey, look, we've been housing you. You weren't being honest when you came to our gates. We're not sure whether we can trust you. We've been giving you everything and you're still poking and prodding and asking questions. You are safe. You're protected. Your community was absolutely collapsing and you had nothing going on there. And yet you're still here questioning everything that we do. Even though we've given you everything that we possibly could. And you have there's not like there's a better alternative or anything out there. And he's absolutely right. Again, if anyone disagrees with me, please do let me know in the comments. But it's a bit like Fear the Walking Dead, which has got really bad. A character called Strand is supposed to be the bad guy. He's set up this society, this community. He's supposed to be the bad guy, but this community is very safe. It has some strict rules, but it's entirely reasonable, what he's doing. And I kind of agree with what the Commonwealth was saying. I don't think there's an awful lot of comeback. It's like, we are in an apocalypse. Any community could fall at any minute, and nobody has anything. The worst thing that he did was lied to Eugene. And made him think that some girl fancied him. That's it. And you got the girls kind of like needling Mercer as well. And he's just basically saying like, look, I don't know what's going on. Why are you asking me? I did think that was a little bit weird. They're kind of like, they're poking and prodding and questioning Mercer. And he's like, well, if you think that I'm being used by this conspiracy, I'm not going to know the answers to what this conspiracy is, am I? Which kind of makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, weird episode. I kind of enjoyed it, I guess, but it felt a little bit like they were spinning their wheels. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to think, especially after the scenes with Carol and the leader of the Commonwealth, where he actually did something quite altruistic for the people that he's relying on, the poppy farmers. He got rid of the corrupt boss. And then at the end, I thought the ethics was sort of slightly conflicted. I know we're supposed to side with our protagonists and heroes, but bad guys kind of got a point. Anyway, that's just my take on that episode, Rogue Element, and this mission, The Interview. So let me know what you think in the comments, and as ever, thanks for watching.